How would you like to earn more money from less customers? Tune in. Yeah, so we're talking about scarcity. We're just talking about scarcity during our lunch break.
Yeah.
And how limiting copies or limiting the time your sale goes on to help you increase sales, increase conversions a lot.
Actually, that example that we gave there was about Ferrari limiting access to the latest model.
Yeah, that's a good
Ferrari.
Story. You should share that.
Where they basically say, you know, if you want to buy the latest model Ferrari, we select a few of our previous customers who can buy it. So meaning you have to have bought a Ferrari from them before, and then even if you bought it, you're not guaranteed to be allowed to buy the latest version. No, you're just eligible.
Just because you have the money, you can't just buy it.
It might be allowed. Yeah, you can't just go in there like, here's the money that you want for it. Like, they're not going to sell it to you.
Yeah, it's like limited edition.
So it's
limited amount.
An expensive item. And that's why they can't ask for premium prices for these cars, right? Because it's just so limited. They don't build them off the, you know, there's not like a conveyor belt where they build like a 10,000
like
of them every day or something.
Yeah.
Like a Toyota or like a Holden or Ford or whatever it is.
Like they assemble it like using machines and stuff.
So it's way more limited and way more exclusive. And in the same way, in internet marketing,
the online business,
we can do that. Thing is, I'll be honest with you, I've never my own product, I've never limited in any way, shape, and form, because I was like, why I limit for example, the usage rights for like certain scripts of mine. You know, like one script license equals one installation on one server.
Yeah,
but I don't say
not much.
I don't limit the number of customers.
That, really. Yeah.
You did that before, right?
Yeah. So what I used to do, or I should do now as well, continue doing it, is I limit the number of copies that I sell for my PLR resale rights products. So I was only selling 100 copies, strictly limited to 100, and just close off the sale so no one else can get it. So the sale normally goes on for a week, and typically like 100 copies sells during that duration, and it sells during that time. And then once the sale's gone, once 100 copies sells, I close it off completely and don't sell it at all.
Well, specifically with products, PLR products, I can see the point that, you know, as an owner of one of those PLR rights, you wouldn't want to be there to be like, I don't know,
thousands of
other sellers of the same product,
resellers selling the same thing, so creating saturation. In turn, you know, that's what it would result to.
So the more exclusive the product is, the more you'll have the, you know, well, the more you're willing to pay for it as well, right?
Yeah, the customers will be willing to pay more for it because it's like limited and not as many people have it.
So you could even put it to the point where you do like extreme limitation. You say, well, this is just for one customer,
right?
And say like, well, you know, we create the PLR book or product for you, and it's only for you,
exclusive for you,
and exclusively. But then there would be, of course, a premium price for them to pay. It wouldn't be like a $10 or $20 ebook anymore. But
yeah,
we're speaking about the
first one that shows interest can get it. Yeah,
that would be another option, right? To create them like still in masses, but just sell them limited time. Kind of like, I believe some of those sites do that online with like templates, right? Where you can buy like exclusive rights to them, or
yeah, so you take it off the market. So we're talking like theme sort of sites.
Or you can buy just, you know, one of a mill, so meaning you get the license to use a particular template or ebook, or you know, like a graphical resource or whatever it is, right? But then others can use the same thing as well, you know, or can buy it after you as well, and then obviously they get cheaper then. But yeah, limiting it to be able to sell a more expensive, more exclusive product, I suppose that's the way to go. Especially with information-related product, where it's information or design-related things.
Right, templates and things that go off the shelf pretty quickly. You want to limit it. Basically, not with all your products, but you can test it out.
I suppose you can always go two routes. You can go like low cost, you know, but no limitation. Yeah. On the other hand, you know, offer the limited version at a higher premium price, right?
Yeah, no, it's not this method's not really a long-term method, as you know, you're selling it and then that's it. It's sort of like a one-off, unless it's like a recurring, like 100 members only to join, and then you're getting paid recurring on that.
So the downside for limiting it in that way is basically that you are, could almost say, you're creating for yourself as the provider like a job there, or like a, you know, an ongoing work for sure, because you have to keep producing more and more products or more designs or ebooks or whatever it is that you're selling there in a limited fashion. And then so that way you keep yourself a lot more busy that way, but you can on the other hand, you know, go with a higher price route there. I suppose like a in between kind of solution would be to limit it just to a certain number instead of like a really extreme limitation where it's only to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Yeah. Let's say 50 or 100 or whatever it is, and then at least that way you can sell it a little bit longer than you know, just selling it once or twice and then having to create new content, new products.
Yeah, that's right. So it's really going to help, but in the end, I would again like test and track to see like compare between 2 different versions. Obviously, if you're going to do the scarcity, using the scarcity effect technique, then that's going to be gone.
you could almost say that the extreme limitation where it's like limited to 1 customer only is like kind of like a done for you service. And again, it's more like hey, you know, you don't know how to create your own ebooks. Well, we do it for you. It's just custom for you personally. So it's not necessarily PLR at that point anymore, but
no, really it's more of a service,
more than one service provider. Then,
yeah. It's not so much scarcity in that case.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this.
We'll see you in the next video.